In the 18th century, French philosopher Denis Diderot experienced a notable change in his perspective on material possessions when he received a beautiful scarlet robe as a gift from a friend. Prior to this, Diderot had little concern for material goods, but upon acquiring the robe, he began to view his other possessions as inadequate in comparison. Diderot's story serves as a cautionary tale, illustrating how the acquisition of one new item can lead to a spiral of consumption as we feel compelled to replace our existing possessions with ones that match the perceived grandeur of the new item. This is a social phenomenon that marketers often exploit by offering bundled products or enticing offers that lead us to make impulsive purchases. However, suppressing this behavior is not an easy task. To truly understand the challenge we face, we must delve deeper into Diderot's story. Before acquiring the robe, Diderot had viewed material possessions as insignificant in relation to a person's inherent worth and value. He didn't judge others based on their outward appearances, but rather respected their circumstances and felt empathy for those less fortunate. Yet, after obtaining the robe, Diderot's perspective shifted. He began to identify with the beauty and grandeur of his new possession, and subsequently, his other possessions acquired a new significance as well. Diderot came to believe that the wealthy are always under a strain to maintain a certain image. This phenomenon aligns with the evolutionary psychology concept of signaling virtue, in which we use material possessions to convey our tastes, social status, and values to others. We no longer view items as mere objects, but as reflections of our identity and social standing. Our desire for approval and validation drives us to seek possessions that project a certain image and signal our worth to others. This pursuit of status through material possessions is deeply ingrained in our social primate brains. However, it's important to recognize that overtly chasing status is perceived as a sign of low self-worth. Instead of seeking approval directly, we opt to acquire possessions that we believe will enhance our status. This is why luxury brands invest heavily in branding and advertising, as they aim to create a perception of value that drives people to purchase their products as a means of signaling their status. Ironically, despite being wealthier than ever before, many of us find ourselves unhappy. This can be attributed to the nature of the status game we are playing. Status is hierarchical, meaning there can only be one top dog at any given time. In this zero-sum game, your gain is perceived as my loss. As a result, we can never truly win because the game is ongoing, and the pursuit of status becomes an endless cycle. So what can we do to navigate this game? Simply declaring that we will no longer chase status is unlikely to be successful, as status holds a significant purpose in our social dynamics. However, we can choose to pursue activities that fulfill our desire for status but also offer inherent value. For example, going to the gym not only signals dedication to physical fitness but also improves our health. Public speaking demonstrates expertise and knowledge. Teaching others not only signals our expertise, but also helps us refine our own understanding. The key is to engage in activities that provide both status and intrinsic value. Ultimately, we must be mindful of the dangers of mindless consumption. Often, what we truly desire in life is overshadowed by substitutes or replicas, and we risk losing sight of our genuine goals. Reflection and honesty with ourselves are necessary to discern what truly brings us fulfillment before embarking on the chase for status and possessions. Diderot's story serves as a reminder of the potential costs when we pursue the wrong things. So, take a moment to reflect on your own desires and goals. Consider the true value you seek in life and ensure that your pursuit of status is accompanied by genuine fulfillment. It's easy to get caught up in the cycle of acquiring more, but it's essential to pause and consider what truly matters before you begin your own chase. Think about it. Are the possessions you desire truly aligned with your ultimate goals and values? Don't let the pursuit of status overshadow the pursuit of a meaningful and fulfilling life. We all have dreams and aspirations that fill our minds with excitement and possibilities. But as we navigate through the challenges and responsibilities of life, our dreams often take a backseat. In this video, we will explore the concept of the could-be and how it can inspire us to take action towards achieving our true potential. Let's take a moment to travel back in time, to the year 1930. It was May, and a man named Salvador Dali found himself almost drifting off to sleep in his favorite chair. Just as he was about to enter the world of dreams, the sound of ball bearings falling from his hand snapped him back to reality. He stood up, walked across the room, and picked up a paintbrush. With a stroke of genius, he began to create his masterpiece, The Persistence of Memory. You may be familiar with this famous painting, often referred to as the one with the weird melting clocks. Dali believed that the essence of our dreams resides in that hazy realm between sleep and wakefulness. He takes short naps to capture that elusive feeling, even if it lasted only a few seconds. It was in those moments that he could glimpse the could-be. We've all experienced it, haven't we? Late at night, as we drift away, our minds wander to the endless possibilities of what our lives could become. We see success, recognition, and fulfillment. But as morning comes and the demands of the day take over, the dream is pushed aside. There's no time for the could-be, only the is, urgent matters, responsible, a tease, and the never-ending to-do list. And that's why it can be so challenging to feel motivated in the morning, to pursue our dreams with the same fervor as when we first envisioned them. Life interrupts the could-be with the is, day in and day out. You could be a talented musician, but classes start in 5 minutes. You could be a kinder person, but your temper often gets the best of you. But here's the truth: we must embrace the is will always become the was. Time will pass, and if we don't take action, the could-be will become the kid have been. The choice is ours to make. Will we let our dreams slip away, buried under the weight of daily obligations, or will we summon the courage to pursue our true potential? It won't be easy. Life will continue to throw obstacles in our path. But remember, the could-be is not just a fleeting moment in the night. It is a possibility, a vision of what could be if we dare to chase it. And that vision can become a driving force, a source of inspiration that fuels our actions. So my friend, I ask you this: what dreams are stirring within you? What is the could-be that whispers to your soul? Don't let it fade away. Capture it, nurture it, and take steps, no matter how small, towards turning it into a reality. The journey may be long and challenging, but the reward of living a life true to your dreams is immeasurable. And here's the secret: you are not alone. There are others out there who share your passion, who understand the longing for something more. Seek them out, connect with them, and together, you can support and uplift each other on this incredible journey. Before we conclude, I want to offer you a challenge. Take a moment to reflect on the insights shared in this video. What actions will you commit to taking in pursuit of your dreams? How will you prioritize the could-be amidst the demands of daily life? I invite you to share your answers in the comments below and join our community of dream chasers. Thank you for watching. If you found this video valuable and thought-provoking, consider giving a tip proportional to the value you received. The link can be found in the description. And remember, my friend, the could-be is within your reach. Your dreams are waiting for you to take that first step. Today, we're going to talk about a powerful mental model that can help you make tough decisions and take action in your life. It's called the regret minimization framework, and it was famously used by Jeff Bezos when he made the decision to start an online store to sell books. But before we dive into the details, let's talk about what exactly a mental model is. A mental model is a way of thinking about the world and interpreting the things we encounter in our daily lives. It's a tool that helps us make decisions, solve problems, and navigate through the complexities of modern life. Now, for Jeff Bezos, he had this great idea to start an online store, but he hadn't made the leap yet. He had a stable job, and starting a startup was a risky move, so he needed a mental model to help him make this decision. That's when he came up with the regret minimization framework. The concept of the regret minimization framework is simple, yet powerful. It starts with a question: in X years, will I regret not doing this? The idea is to project yourself into the future and look back on your decision from that perspective. For Bezos, he imagined himself at the age of 80, reflecting on whether he would regret not trying to start this company. And you know what? His answer was clear. He knew that when he was 80, he wouldn't regret having tried this. He believed in the potential of the internet, and he knew that even if he failed, he wouldn't regret it. The only thing he might regret is not ever having tried. Love this approach for a few reasons. First, it forces you to think beyond the present moment and all the fears and doubts that may be holding you back. By fast-forwarding into the future, you gain a new perspective on the decision at hand. Your fears and doubts may suddenly seem insignificant in the grand scheme of things. Secondly, the regret minimization framework is a tool that can be used throughout your life whenever you face tough decisions. It's a mental model that you can keep in your toolkit, ready to be leveraged when you're not sure what to do. And the great thing is, it's just one of many mental models out there. Having a collection of mental models in your toolkit is essential. They help you take action, make hard decisions, and live a life that aligns with your values and aspirations. Mental models are like guiding principles that can steer your choices and transform your life. Now, the regret minimization framework may not be the right mental model for you, and that's okay. Everyone is different. and what works for Bezos may not work for you. But the key is to find the mental models that resonate with you, that align with your principles and beliefs. By exploring and experimenting with different mental models, you can create a collection of tools that will never leave you feeling stuck or indecisive. These mental models are like the wisdom passed down from those who have gone before us. They offer guidance and clarity in a world filled with uncertainty. So, whether you choose to adopt the regret minimization framework or explore other mental models, I encourage you to embrace the power of these tools. They can change the way you make decisions, solve problems, and ultimately lead a more fulfilling and purpose-driven life. Remember, the choices you make today shape the future you'll look back on tomorrow. So take a moment to reflect on the decisions that are weighing on your mind. Ask yourself, in X years, will I regret not doing this? And let that question guide you towards a life of fewer regrets and greater fulfillment. Thank you for watching, and if you found this video valuable, consider giving a tip proportional to the value received. The link can be found in the description below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Now go out there and embrace the power of mental models in your life.